Hey, greetings. It's Susie Q here. We're relating to quantum healing hypnosis technique. It's the work of Dolores Cannon. I do this work. I'm a level 2 practitioner in sunny Scottsdale, and I'm super proud of the work of Dolores Cannon, and that's the work that I do now. So I'm kind of adapting to newer states of consciousness, but even with that Dolores Cannon energy, I was so inspired to learn more about her and what she did, and it was so powerful. So I learned about her back in 2015, and then I realized that she had already passed. So anyway, so we're going to get started with this. So when we're looking at the QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique, is we have found that there's been some other states of consciousness on the planet right now where whatever we think is hypnosis, it might be a more relaxed state. So right now, I think a lot of people are already kind of in an awakened or enlivened state of consciousness. And through that, they don't have to be completely in a different altered state, but they can still be relaxed, calm, and expectant of miracles coming through. So when we look at hypnosis, I mean, sometimes people could go in and go straight into somnambulistic. That means that it could be from a past life or future life, and it could take on the personality and the voice of the person, and then we have a whole storyline from another lifetime. All these things are really powerful, but I think for right now, looking at the energies on the planet is that so many people, like I said, are kind of awake. They're awakening. And so with that, when we're starting to work with a hypnosis, we could just say, well, you're relaxed, right? And are you feeling comfortable? Yes. So from that state of being, because sometimes people come in and they're solidly in a hypnosis session, and some of them are saying, I'm just here. I'm just here. So we know that we need to adapt for the person on the daybed to have a great experience. So the very first thing when we go into, we have 2 hours of hypnosis. One is regarding, different lifetimes, different experiences. The second one is about the subconscious mind. We do some activations, we clear things, and we see what happens. All right. So for this first hour in hypnosis, you might start feeling like you're in an awakened state. Maybe you'll start getting pictures or images or some different kind of sensory load that's helping you to get a little bit more guidance. So it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. People want to have spectacular things, but if you can just start getting a picture, an image, or anything or everything, just continually to focus on that. The more that you focus on other images and other pictures and other different ways of being, that kind of begins that place where you can be more receptive to get more guidance for you. Because really, when you're looking at the hypnosis piece and people are now more in an awakened state, is that we really want them to get relaxed, calm, peaceful, and just start seeing if we can get images, pictures, anything like that. So that would be the first piece that we would be looking at, is with the images and the photos or any kind of other energies that are coming through. Even if it's just energy, that's good. I mean, it's good stuff, right? The second one is trust the very first thing that comes to mind. So maybe the imagery was there, the pictures were there, and then trust the very first thing that comes to mind. And it could be anything. It could be, I feel relaxed. I feel okay. I'm creating something new for myself. I'm manifesting things, and it could be whatever it is. It could be, from the sun, the moon, and could be, anything. But when you start looking at it, trust the very first thing that comes to mind, and it'll show up really quick. As a yogi years ago, when I was trained as a yogi, all those things would come in like really fast. It'd be like, but it could be like only one word that might have come in. So that would be the second thing. So the first one is pictures and images, and the second one is trust the very first thing that comes to mind. Now we're going to go to the third element. And really, this is where we go into that sensory mode when we start looking at the energies related to seeing, feeling, having a deeper awareness, and so much more detail. So from that, from the pictures and the images, to trust yourself and come up with whatever the first thing that comes up for you, and then you go into that sensory load. See, feel, experience, maybe your five senses, all of that is in play with the, instead of what we call hypnosis, now it's really a little bit more about awakened state. It is an awakened state, and these are some of the great tools and resources we can use to help people who are not really into a hypnosis session. And the fourth one is be free to talk and talk and talk. The more that we talk, or the more that I listen to them when they're talking, there's going to be way more good things coming through. So the more that they talk, 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 sometimes people kind of go quiet when they're in hypnosis or working with the SC, the subconscious mind, is they kind of go quiet. But we really want that person to be talking in the hypnosis session. So there's four elements that I'm really engaging with QHHT, because I'm noticing some people are not going into hypnosis, and it's kind of, I think it's triggering them a little bit. They're challenging themselves, but I think they feel triggered because nothing's happening. So I want to go over this one more time, because this is really specific, because I've been doing more sessions. I've been getting more encouragement to just kind of put this information out. I've done quite a few YouTube videos about QHHT and other stuff, but I think this could help a person before they come into a session. So to go an overview here, so this would be in place of hypnosis, it would be called what we call, I don't know, could be a divine intervention or a divine sense of being still and being relaxed, being comfortable, being cozy, all of those things. That's where it very begins. It begins then when the person's on the daybed. And again, we go into what is called an awakened state. You could say it's hypnosis, or you could say it's a level of an awakened state. And then there you might start getting pictures or imagery or anything that's coming through, any perceptible information that you can get. That would be the first level, is I'm in an awakened state. There's pictures and images, and I'm kind of going in flow with it, right? The second one is trust the very first thing that comes to mind. Just whatever comes to mind. It could be your dog, your cat. It could be, the cat down the street, but it could be anything. So trust the very first thing that comes to mind. Third one is go into the five senses. There's more senses than five, but you could go into all the senses that we have. You could say see, feel, go into deeper awareness, and you go into more detail, more things are more crisp and more evident for you to get more, more imagery that it's just like so amazing. And the fourth one, this is the final one, is be free to talk, talk, and talk. So when we're in that process of discovery and getting more guidance for a person, we really want that person to have some level of consciousness on the daybed. Maybe they're not 100% hypnotized, but maybe they're in a beautiful state of consciousness to just be relaxed. And when we look at all of this, we're really looking at going forward and finding more innate intelligence. So the more that they can just kind of relax. It's kind of like, relax, baby. Yeah, let's just get all relaxed. And then you start feeling that innate intelligence is starting to come into the field. And it could be about anything. It could be about your relationships. It could be about your capacity to create abundance, or your capacity to heal thyself. Heal your beautiful vessel, your beautiful consciousness vessel. So all of these things are working for us. But I just wanted to share this today, because sometimes I just need to put out stuff, and sometimes I will tell people over the phone, or they come in, we talk about it, but I think they need to take a little bit more time to process how it goes with a hypnosis session and how easy can it be. And so all these sessions are super fantastic. I just had one the other day, super fantastic. I have another one coming up on Sunday. Most of my appointments with QHHT are over on Sundays, because it's just a pretty easy day for me to do that and get that done. So I really am happy if you're watching these videos and learning a little bit more about what I do and what I create. And again, with some of this material that I've been working with today, it's really about the level 3 practitioners. When I start looking at what they're doing, I start like going, okay, I need to start making some notes that are going to help me to propel the person on the day bed. And so I'm really acknowledging all the beautiful people that came before us that are awesome, you know. So I really admire so many of these level 3 practitioners in QHHT. So anyway, I'll see you soon. Have a great day and namaste.